What's happening with my Eagle gang members? It's your boy Cali Eagle, and I've come up with a new idea. So I've been struggling to come up with this 53-man roster. You know what I'm saying? I've no, not coming up with it. I got it set. I already know exactly the players I think are going to make the 53-man roster. But every time I try to record the video, I don't know if it's because the videos are too long or what's going on. I haven't been able to convert them and put the video in. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call is building the 53-man roster, and I'm gonna set it up position by position. I'm gonna just do a video on a position, or maybe two, depending on what, like if it's quarterbacks, I might mix it with something else. But I'm gonna go over these positions, maybe like one a day for the next few days or whatever, every other day, depending on work roles and everything. And we're gonna see how this shit do. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the running back position, just because I think it's a position I want to talk about right now. That's why. So for the running backs, I'm gonna go ahead for the first spot of the depth chart. I'm gonna go ahead and entrench my man Jordan Howard right there. So Jordan Howard was an awesome piece for us to sign this offseason. Shout outs to Joe Douglas and Howie Roseman, because maybe he won't be 1,000-yard back. Maybe, I say, because pretty much what he was for most of his career, and now he has a better offensive line. But maybe he's not a 1,000-yard back. But did you ever consider that how bad we was in short yardage attempts last year on 3rd and 1s, 4th and 1s, these goal line attempts, and how Jordan Howard is excellent in all those areas? I don't need Jordan Howard to tote the rock 20 times a game. He might be able to do so, and that might be helpful eventually, but I don't need that. As long as he go ahead and he's converting third downs and he's turning red zone attempts into touchdowns, we gonna be all right, baby. But for the next spot on the depth chart, we're gonna go ahead and throw it to the rookie. I can't speak too much of what the rookie's gonna bring for us, because I haven't seen him play a lick of NFL football. I've seen some of his tape. I've watched some of the Penn State games. I've seen his highlights. He looks dope. Until he does it on the NFL level, we have no idea. But we're going to go ahead and pencil him in as the second part of the depth chart, because he's for sure making the roster, and they for sure going to try to see what he can do. So he's finna get the touches. Plain and simple. For the third spot, like he's been holding it down for the last couple years, we're going to go with Corey Clement. 2 years ago, Corey was the third running back in a rotation of 3 running backs, and was immensely productive. He looked like our best back at times, the way he'd come in and just change everything. He's an excellent pass catcher. He's an excellent pass blocker. He's even solid between the tackles. It's all going to depend how he comes back from injury, just how we're going to use Corey this season. But assuming he recovers from that knee and everything, we're going to be all right. Like, I like Corey over there in trench the third spot. And I feel like out of the running backs, those are the only 3 I know are going to be on the roster. Everyone else is just speculation. So the running backs left in question, are like Wendell Smallwood, Josh Adams, and Boston Scott. So here's how I feel. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about, Wendell Smallwood has to make the roster again. I honestly don't get why. Like, it's pretty much been seeming like it's coming between Wendell and Josh Adams. And when I look at what Josh Adams was able to do last year, and when I look at what Wendell Smallwood has been able to do for us for the past 3 years, I've been far more impressed by Josh Adams. Granted, he was horrible in short yardage situations last year, and goal line attempts, but he was still had the most rushing yards of any back we had on the roster. He still broke for the most 20-plus runs on our team last year. He's a different type of talent. I don't expect anything from like that from Wendell Smallwood. I know for sure he's not going to do nothing like that on the roster. Like sure, he's like, he's a decent pass catcher. He's decent he has decent speed. He's decent. I get it. But I know what he's going to bring, and I know that Josh Adams can potentially bring way more. And seeing how we're talking about the 4th running back position, I'm going to go off potential, because we already got 3 entrenched players who I know can cover everything. I know I got a short yardage back. I know I got a potentially with Miles Sanders, and then between the 20s back, and I know I got Corey Clement, who was an excellent pass catcher, and Miles Sanders is possibly an excellent pass catcher. So I don't feel like Wendell Smallwood brings anything to justify me saving him a roster spot. I cut him fast and keep Josh Adams. He had a shoulder injury last year when he was struggling on those short yardage down. So let's go ahead and keep him on the roster and see what he can produce for us going forward. Some people might stop right there. I think we're also going to have a fifth running back on the roster, and I still cut Wendell Smallwood. I think the young guy, Boston Scott, that I've been hearing a lot about, I think just because what they're trying to make him like the main punt returner. It's from what it sounds like, what I've been reading. So I think just based off special teams alone, he makes the roster and keeps us with a fifth back. It almost sounds extra. I get it. We had 5 backs the Super Bowl season, like the whole season. Like we started off with like what Blunt, Jay. Oh, we didn't start off with a Jay. I'm slipping. We started with Blunt, Wendell, Corey Clement, Darren Sproles. We added a Jay. When Sproles got hurt, we added back Barner. Like we kept it heavy with backs that year too. So I don't see any issue with keeping that many backs on the roster. I think it's going to be the right number for us. If you disagree, go ahead, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Talk to me. It's your boy Cali Eagle, and I'm out.